Hey guys, Dave and Wemi here. Moments of Love with another behind the scenes episode. Since obviously we got married, we want to share all that with you guys. So today,
I feel like we've been telling them a lot that we got married.
Well, it's exciting.
You guys know we got married, right? In case you didn't know, we got married.
It's very exciting. And so anyway, we want to share all this with you guys because when we were going through, we thought it could be helpful.
Yeah.
And so
we
today,
took a lot of notes for you.
Exactly. So today is DIY wedding invitations. What a disaster! Oh my goodness. No, it was a lot of fun. But anyway, how about why don't you start us off? I mean, give us the holistic picture of your dream. Like you were a little girl. Mm-hmm. You were dreaming of your big day. Mm-hmm. What wedding invitations?
Boom, wedding invitations. So I always wanted something that was going to be unique. I wanted something people would see and be like, oh my goodness, that was awesome. Mm. So, literally guys, I was sleeping one day, woke up, and I was like, we should do a movie theme.
Well, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
And I told Dave, and he was like, yeah. So, fast forward to our invitations. Yeah. I was like, what goes with movies? A movie ticket.
Invitation? Oh, right. No, yeah. Okay, that makes more sense.
A movie ticket. If you're going to go to watch a movie, you need a ticket to go to the movies. Mm-hmm. So, first part. Secondly, before you go to a movie, you want to know what the movie's going to be about. So, what do you need?
Trailer.
A trailer. So, check out the trailer now.
Boom.
So that was our movie trailer.
Might be a little embarrassing. That was a while ago. We were rookies, but hey, it was fun.
It took a lot of work, guys. We'll probably give you another video with like our bloopers because.
And the wind.
Oh, yeah, we did so many takes. We had to go to the park. Went to the park, and we recorded the entire thing. Came home to watch it. Just
garbage.
Windy.
Yeah.
Just windy. It was terrible. You guys can check out the bloopers if you're interested in seeing that. So, what did we do? How do we get that DVD together? How do we do the invitations? All of that. Dave, you want to start off?
So we'll just do the DVD first. I'll let you get there. So, basically, we shot, obviously, that video. Wemi, with her amazing skills, edited it and got it all, fancy little...
You guys like that, right?
So, whatever, we got all that. But then it got over to me, okay? So now Dave had to go and, be the hero.
Make it
pretty. Make it perfect. So I had to do this. This is the whole DVD package. So basically, step one, got to burn it onto a DVD. Yeah, that was fun. Obviously, you got to have a DVD burner. You got to have some blank DVDs, and you got to get a program. There's a whole bunch of free ones out there, so don't go buying anything. That's fine.
And if you're gonna end up buying a bunch of blank DVDs, same thing. Don't go and buy the most expensive set. It's not necessary. You're making a cheap 5-minute DVD, so check on Amazon or something. I'll try to look for one and insert a link in the description box for you guys. Get something cheap and easy.
Yeah.
Don't spend
They're
too much
blank
money.
DVDs.
Yeah.
So you got the blank DVD, you got the jewel case, cheap case obviously.
Same thing, Amazon.
And then here's where it gets a little interesting. So I'm going to try and zoom in here and I hope it looks all nice for you. There you go. So there's the actual picture of it. And as you can see, it looks like a nice little custom label. Pretty nice. What that is these...
it's a combination of things, actually. It's... Etsy.com.
For the design.
Yep, for the design and the font. Yep. The fonts weren't from Etsy. The design was from Etsy. The fonts were from a third-party font website. Again, link in the description box. And then Dave took over again.
And then you get some Avery templates. These are labels. But basically, you just go find the template for CDs or DVDs. They exist out there in lots of places. A lot of them have their own software. Or you can usually do it within like Microsoft Word or something. That's pretty much the easiest. And then just print a whole bunch of them and stick them
it
on,
on.
as straight as you
That
can.
was hard, guys.
Yeah. And so we got good at that by the
Yeah,
end
but
of
we
it.
lost about 10 DVDs
Yeah.
to, not knowing how to place labels properly.
And then just us, we just also stuck a little helper note about our hotel information just on the back, just because it was like, well, we got the whole back, we might as well use it for something too. But that's it. So it was like, it wasn't as bad. Like, it seems really complicated, I'm sure, for some people. Probably other people are looking at us like we're idiots, but that's the DVD. So
I think it was worth it. Like, I loved it. I think it's not something you see every day. It's unique, and it's us. We love movies. We love recording.
I'm gonna time out and say there was one large caveat in that they sucked to mail. They did.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to
We'll
that
get
in
to
just
that.
a second.
We'll get to
So
that.
I'll pass it back to Wemi and explain the rest of the invitation.
Okay, so great to watch a DVD, but how'd you RSVP? Right? So we did two things. We had a 2-day affair. So I went on Zazzle, so Zazzle.com, Zazzle.ca, Zazzle wherever you are.
I guess. I'm pretty sure it's just those two, but maybe there's more.
Yeah, I don't know. Zazzle.uk? I don't know.
Yeah.
Zazzle. And I looked for movie tickets. And they had vintage movie ticket invitations. Look like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I printed one for each day that we're having. Now, then I realized, well, people are going to be like, which one's which? They might think we put 2 in there by accident. Although, the date is
different. They're different invitations.
The date is massive right there.
Wemi and I argued about this about 14 times, and they're different invitations. If you're getting this confused, anyway.
Anyway, so here's what I did. So we have the actual RSVP part right here, and for the traditional night, we weren't too worried about numbers, which we should have been, but we weren't at this early stage.
Let's just carry on.
So that was just a simple RSVP with your name and accept or decline.
Sounds good.
Simple, and we called that a traditional affair with Wemi and Dave. And then we had our official invitations for the actual big day. So for that, we're kind of a little bit more worried about numbers. So I did something a little bit different and did like we've reserved seats for you and your guest. So we'd fill out that number before sending out to people so they know this is for 2 people, it's for 3 people, not you, your cousin, your cousin's mama, your baby's mama's mama.
Okay.
No, just for you 3. And reply with your name. And you know what I was surprised to learn, guys? Not everyone is aware that this space right here is for your name.
Where it's like M.
Yeah, where it says M right there.
Yeah.
I learned that not everyone's aware of that. So in case you weren't aware, that is usually for your name. So the M is for Mr. or Mrs. or Miss.
Yeah.
And then you fill out
And
your
then
name.
you fill in the rest of it.
And then you accept or decline.
Yeah, we don't need an address on that. Just,
Yes,
yeah,
we had a lot of different variations of things.
Whatever.
So just letting you guys know. So we had that, and that was titled An Elegant Night of the Movies with Dave. That's Dave. And Wemi.
Okay.
And then on the back, I had our initials, just kind of calligraphy. So David, Found, and my first name.
That's funny. So I love how everywhere you're Dave and Wemi.
Yep.
But then here it's Wemi Mo.
Yeah, because we had our official.
You
our
did.
Full
Okay.
names.
Okay. I just saw it.
And that's also something that I learned from my books, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. Is on invitations you want to use your full names. Quite often you go by short names, nicknames, whatever. You want to use the full name that you have on your birth certificate, I guess. Yeah. Just a full name to make it official, formal, and
it's formal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So before I go any further,
Wemi Mo, by the way.
don't push it, boy. Just put my government name out there just for the whole world to know. Don't be doing that.
People like to know. David.
Good for you, David. So, guys, before I pass it back to Dave, I'm going to show you guys 2 very important things that helped us survive our wedding plan, and especially for invitations.
Oh, okay.
No,
Sorry.
This is so important for invitations. Don't just haphazardly do invitations. Read up on it. Because there's a lot of things like how to write people's name, how to address them properly.
Sure.
Do you write Mr. and Mrs., first name of the bride, or bride. First name of the wife, name of the husband. Do you just write Mr. and Mrs. John Doe? Do you write Mr. and Mrs. John and Jane Doe? Those kind of things. So we have the wedding book, which is by Mindy Wise and Lisbeth Levine. Awesome, awesome, awesome book.
I think it's Weiss, but that's okay.
Whatever. And then we have The Wedding Plan and Organizer, also by the same lady. And this is more of a workbook. Like, I was able to keep things in here. It looks blank, like I can actually use it.
Yeah.
But I promise, guys.
That's why our wedding was a disaster. Man.
I promise, guys, I did. There's just... Anyway,
She
it's a
threw
great
extra
book.
paper in
Yeah,
there.
I threw stuff in there. Very, very good book. Came in handy. Make sure you get yourself a wedding book or something of that sort, whether it's online or physical copy. I like physical books, so I got a physical book. Back to Dave.
So, of all the Wemi's been showing you, obviously we have to get those to people. So, the invitations themselves, perfect, fit in a normal...
And they came in envelopes too. Like,
Yeah.
Zazzle will give you free envelopes to mail it in. It's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Except...
Yeah, once you get the DVD, they don't all fit in a nice little business envelope. So we end up with these large suckers, the 8.5 by 11 envelopes, which is obviously quite substantial. Now, it very easily fit everything once we got
But the
in.
issue is we couldn't get a smaller envelope because you have this, that's, you know, that wide.
And then
then
this,
you have
that's that tall.
that's that tall. So it's like...
We're really
Yeah.
hosts, so that was kind of funny.
And we, actually that envelope is not the real one we use.
We
We
had a
use
bubble.
that for people because we have to hand deliver to some people. Because guys, we didn't think about this, but it adds up mailing DVDs. It adds up real quick.
That's what I say. Like, it was, you know, kind of had one caveat. But
Yeah, it adds up
but
really quickly. So we had bought a lot of
still worth it.
bubble
Bubble mailers.
yeah, bubble mailers.
Yeah.
And we had stuffed the DVDs in there and went to go mail and it was like, oh, it's kind of pricey.
Yeah.
So we mailed those out, but then we hand delivered the invitations to people who are close by, to like close family members and stuff. So we used those to hand deliver.
Yeah. And then the final thing is obviously the reply envelope. Excuse me. Okay. And so anyway. So there's the reply. No, it's just an envelope.
It's Shalom though. It was because we customized it.
Okay, so we made a little label, and we put a cute little picture of a bride and groom, which
They
just
were
happened
interracial?
to be interracial, which
Yeah.
And but anyway, so
And
that,
our address, Dave was kind of blocking that one.
yeah, sorry guys. But the key with these is not so much the envelope because that's just an envelope, but in the back, what we did, just on the bottom
Do
corner,
this. If
yeah.
you do nothing else, do this. It'll save you so much later.
Yeah, so everybody gets sent stuff and they're supposed to fill it in with their name, the reply card. Sometimes they don't. But on the reply envelope, you just write a little number on the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up. And that just corresponds to like a number in a spreadsheet, like a row in the spreadsheet that hopefully you're keeping your guests on. And then when you get this envelope back and they don't fill it out, they just say, hey, we're coming. We're like, who's this? But then you're just like, oh, number like 43. And then you know exactly who that is. I tell you.
Guys, it was,
Definitely,
do it.
a really good idea.
It's a really good idea.
It literally helped us.
A lot.
Like,
and I don't know if you were really clear on that, in case you guys weren't completely aware. That was a reply envelope for people to send the RSVP cards.
Yes.
Back in. So we
Yes.
also sent people an envelope with a prepaid stamp, so they didn't have to worry about.
They know from the DVD. Prepaid postage. That's pretty good.
Yeah, just because you know, guys, I'm like this. I don't know if you're like this sometimes. You don't want to go to the post office and buy a stamp if you don't have one. So we paid for stamps for people to send it back. Just something nice.
I just love if you're just jump back to earlier and just watch that clip over and over again. Prepaid postage. It's the best. It is the
Don't
best.
make fun of me.
I'm saying it's the best. It is the best thing ever. So anyway, other than that, I think invitations are done. Like we had return address labels, things like that. Like print your own
something
labels.
else. Yeah, that's something else we did was
That was
when
on the
we
big
sent.
envelope, too.
Yeah, was that on the big?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we did was when we sent it out, we had like the people's name written there.
And-
we hold it higher. So their name was written here, but then up here we put a label with our return address
It was
there.
up here. The stamp goes over there, but
Whatever.
that's okay.
Same thing. You guys get my point. Put your return address on there just in case it doesn't get delivered, and also so that your guests have your mailing address
yeah.
if they want to send you something.
And so again, to do that, pop to the store and just get some Avery labels. They have a whole bunch of different sizes. Just get whatever size you kind of want, and find
Get a printer.
Find Microsoft Word template. We'll shoot up some links for those, and those are really easy to do, and they save you a ton. Usually, this is what I would suggest. Print a blank one just on normal paper and like line it up, hold it up to the light.
So you don't waste.
So you don't waste because the labels aren't exactly cheap when you're just burning through them, screwing up every time kind of
Yeah.
thing. But if you just print it on just like lined paper or whatever and get it lined up, then it's real good and they come in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else on invitations? Is that it?
Oh! Ooh.
Big one.
Ooh, ooh,
What did we
ooh,
miss?
ooh. Big one. For wedding planning, invitations, whatever you're doing, get an app. So I used the, oh goodness
Wedding
gracious.
party?
No, that was for our actual wedding.
I don't know what we're
I
talking
used
about.
Vera Wang's app, Vera Wang Wedding, great app. It's
Oh, this is just in general.
This is in general.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
My bad.
The Vera Wang Wedding app, it's great, but it takes up a lot of space. It's a very large app. It was about 800 megabytes, and that's a lot for an app. And it just adds more and more because there's a lot of content because they have pictures and stuff. And then secondly, I used, where's my iPad?
Where's wemi? Oh, there she is.
There I am. I don't know why I can't remember the name right now, guys. I'm sorry. I used
embarrassed.
The Knot.
The Knot.
The wedding planner. So they have at thenot.com, their popular wedding website.
Yep.
If you haven't been on their website,
Big
go on
resource.
there.
Good resource, yeah.
So they also have an app, and their app is super awesome, but it's not very comprehensive in terms of timelines. That's where these books come in handy because they actually give you very the details of things you need to know.
Yeah.
The Knots app gives you, high level things, but they don't really break it down for you.
Yeah, the apps and the book, it had 12 months before, 9 months before, 6 months, 5, 4, 3, and then a couple of weeks. It was great. It really did break it down. So really just overall scheduling. And some things don't apply. That's okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just ignore them. And some things do apply that aren't in there. I guess sometimes.
You have to. It depends
like,
because you have to personalize your wedding to what you're doing.
Yeah, not every wedding.
It wasn't on there. You don't mail your DVDs.
And not every wedding had a traditional Nigerian engagement. But hey, that's okay.
We'll make it work.
Yeah. But anyway, do yourself wedding invitations. I think that's it.
You guys liked it.
If you have any questions, if you're getting married, if you already got married and had a funny story, let us know. Cause that's cool.
We want to hear it all. I want to hear what you guys did great, what you wish you could redo.
I want to hear anybody else if they did a DVD or a CD or something and was just damn it, and so much postage. Or if it was just as embarrassing as ours.
Yeah.
That'd be, you should, send us a link.
Ours
That'd
was,
be funny.
guys, whenever we'd go to people's homes, they'd be like, oh my god, I saw your DVD. I'm like, oh my gosh.
We had to watch it about 6 times in a car ride. It was...
And I was just so embarrassed. We did that.
But it was
worth it.
It
I
was
loved
fun.
it.
And that's the thing. Everybody who saw it once thought it was great and had a great time. We've just seen it far too many times. Prepaid postage! See you guys
later. Next video coming soon.
Yeah.